Hey guys, I'm back for my second review for summer 2017. Today's item is on Bachmann's Skarloey. This is dedicated to Mike D57S. So once again, as I always do, I will start with a brief history of Skarloey throughout the TV series, and we'll just move on from there. So Skarloey, of course, was first seen in season 4 of Thomas and Friends. He was basically known as the main engine of the Skarloey Railway, an old wise engine who sometimes was fearful, but mainly very brave, courageous, and caring. One of my favorite episodes is Four Little Engines. If any of you watching are new Thomas fans who haven't seen all of the old Thomas episodes, I'd certainly recommend you watch the episode Four Little Engines. It is one of my favorites. It really shows how Skarloey really is a gallant little engine. Anyways, so Skarloey was first known to be a very wise engine, season 4, and also, I would say season 5 as well. But then in season 6, or really more season 7, in episodes like The Old Bridge and Best Dressed Engine, episodes like that, we see Skarloey's personality change significantly. Now, I don't know whose idea that was in the Thomas show, but I mean that was just one of the worst decisions that Thomas and Friends has ever made, honestly. And then finally in Blue Mountain Mystery, we saw the narrow gauge finally start out in the CGI series, and thankfully Skarloey came back as a wise engine. His voice is a little too deep for my liking in the CGI series, but his personality is exactly what I think it should be. Wise, knowing what's best, you know, like, and he doesn't seem to be fearful, but that's exactly what I envisioned Skarloey to be. So I'm very happy that whoever made that decision in the Thomas show, thank you. You definitely made the right decision. Anyways, in terms of the cosmetics of Skarloey, now here is the Bachmann Skarloey. It is based off of the CGI model, as we can see, slash the actual Tally Lin engine. Now, throughout the series, I think Skarloey's paint scheme changed a bit. I know in season 4, it was a brighter red. In fact, you know what? Let me take this out right now because it's going to bring this in later when we go through the Bachmann model, but I'll take it out now. I also have a Bandai Skarloey. Now, I just love the Bandai Skarloey, but basically what I just wanted to quickly show you before, we'll get into more detail in a bit, but I wanted to first quickly show you how the Bandai Skarloey is a different shade of red than Bachmann Skarloey. This is Skarloey from season 4, that is Skarloey in the CGI series. But really, I believe it might have been in season 9 or something, when all of a sudden his paint became darker, because I think from season 4 to season 7, he was still like this, and then afterwards he became darker. Now I don't know why that is, but I mean, hey. Excuse me. Also in the CGI series, he's had a lot more detail, and really does look like the Tally Lin model. But why don't we go ahead and get into the Bachmann model now. Now, as you know, right now I just have him sitting on an HO track. This is not narrow gauge track. So, I mean, yeah. I used up all the Pecco narrow gauge track that I had on the extension, so unfortunately I don't have anything for him to sit on, but anyways. So here is Bachmann Skarloey, and honestly, he is a fantastic model. He runs great. I know some people have had problems with Skarloey bumping around while running at slow speeds, however, my Skarloey actually runs great. I mean, I've never actually experienced the bumping issue that other people have, so maybe I just got lucky with my model. But one thing I find interesting is that his wheels are actually gray. I mean, you can't really see here, maybe you can kind of see, but they're actually gray. They're not black. So I find that interesting. I think in the TV series they were black, but whatever. The other thing I noticed that in season 4, this back wheel was actually roughly the same size as his driving wheels, and the distance between all three was like, this would have been closer to the middle. That's one thing that I noticed changed. But I think the original Tally Lin model had a chassis like that was more Irish. So whoever made that decision in season 4 that was actually incorrect, you know. The other thing that does bug me a tiny bit, it's not horrible, but sorry, this is just so small and detailed, I just don't want to hold it in a very bad position, but the cylinders are a little bit too big. I mean, they're not terribly big, but they're a little bit on the big side, and that face is just superb. Of course, it is based off of the CGI series, but you know, it doesn't bother me that much, so I'll probably just keep it the way it is. The other thing that I know that changed in season 4, this part here I think was gold on his funnel, and in season 5, but then afterwards, I think starting in season 6, he didn't have that gold lining anymore. And I think another one of my favorite things about this model is that it has an open cab. That's just fantastic. Skarloey, excellent nameplate. This right here is not metal, it's like plastic, I think, painted silver. That's also one thing that makes the model a little bit cheap, but hey, I mean, it still runs great. That's the bottom line. The whistle, I'll show you here. The whistle looks fantastic. The back looks great. I mean, he has that little number 1 there here, so I'll try and focus that, which he had in the CGI series, a lamp. He really is a great model, and I believe he is dated 2015. Yes. Let's see. Focus on that. Focus. It's not focusing. I think that's good enough. You can kind of see it says 2015 right there. So yeah, it really is a great model. Now, I think that right now, for some reason, I think Skarloey is out of stock on the Bachmann website, and like all the places, like if you were to search Bachmann Skarloey on Google and try and find a hobby store that has him in stock, like have him out of stock for whatever reason. I got really lucky because one day I was looking him up, and the site Nicholas Smith Trains had 8 of them in stock. So I just snatched one right off because I didn't want to deal with another conflict of not being able to find him. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have that many complaints other than those little things. But now what I want to do is compare it to the Bandai Skarloey, who looks like the season 4 model now. I love the Bandai Skarloey as well. I mean, he's not as detailed, but he does look like the Skarloey that I remember from the show. See his face right there? That's a great, I really like the face. It's not focusing though, the camera's not focusing. Focus. It's not focusing. I don't know. You know, I originally thought I was going to convert this into 009, but after Bachmann and Skarloey, I'm not too sure now. But you leave a comment down there. If you think I should convert this still to 009, tell me. Now, just by looking at this, you can see that the Bandai Skarloey is a little bit bigger. It's also a little bit longer, as you can see. Not that much longer, but in terms of height, it's actually not that bad. What makes it tall is that these wheels are super big. And after putting an 009 chassis on, it would make it more like that. So that's why the height is actually pretty similar. The Bandai's still a little bit taller, but not terribly tall. So yeah. So that's that. So at some point, once the narrow gauge scenes are all done, I will show Bachmann Skarloey, show you Bachmann Skarloey running around the various scenes I've made. Currently, I have Renee's Tunnel in the process, the mountainside, Glenlock Station, and a bridge. So, I guess we'll just cross that bridge once we get there. But, anyways, yeah, I mean, I'd give Bachmann Skarloey a 10 out of 10, definitely, just for detail and everything. He is rather expensive, but the fact that he's die-cast and this detailed, that makes up for it. So, so yeah, I would give him a 10 out of 10. Also, if you're watching my last review on the red coaches, I would give those a 9 out of 10 just because of the roofs, but hey, they're still great models. But yeah, thank you guys so much again for watching this review, and see you later. Hey guys, just one thing I forgot to do is show you guys Skarloey's box. So I'll just put him over there for now. So here's his box. Skarloey. HO narrow gauge, runs on N tracked narrow gauge. So yeah. Now what I love about this box is that it's not your typical blister Bachmann packaging that's impossible to open. They actually put this in a more of a, I guess, a Hornby style box, which is in cardboard, easy, just slides right out. Did it 2015, and that was all the other stuff you could have gotten over there. But yeah. So again, that's really it, guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching this video and review, and see you guys later.